And oh my goodness, today is such a beautiful day. It is my middle son's birthday today, so I'm jumping on early because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to come later today. He might be like busy playing with video games, so we're not exactly sure what he's going to want to do. We have everything all set up, so I wanted to really come on and talk about the 3-3 portal, what it is, why is this energy so powerful to manifest with right now, and just have a quick little chat. I'm not exactly sure how long I'm going to be on today. Like I said, I'm just waiting for my son to decide that it's time to go eat cake. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Karen Terrace. I'm the Dragon Doula. I'm a super conscious leadership mentor and heart womb creatrix. So I help you to reclaim your sovereignty, really learn how to manipulate the energies around you, all the energy and motion around you, to create from chaos and to truly be able to step up as a leader in not only your own life and in your family, but also within your company and your communities, and also even the world. We're ready to create this new earth. We're ready to have more people willing to go into the fray and own their weird and own their magic and know that what we are creating is absolutely happening. And because we know it, and we're fucking magicians, and we're unstoppable and unshameable and unfuckwithable. We're all those things. So 3-3 portal. The 3-3. So just so you know, every single month you have, a month or a day where it's doubled up, 12-12, 11-11, 10-10, 9-9, 8-8, 7-7, 6-6, 5-5. So today is 3-3, and it's coming out of a Virgo full moon. So the full moon a couple of days ago was really intense with this divine mother creatrix energy, the virgin moon. So already being whole and complete unto yourself, already being able to immaculately conceive and birth anything, sovereign creations. That is what this moon was giving us. So now, like, the sun is literally like blasting me in the face right now. Now that we are moving into this day, which is the 3-3 day, a lot of people are like, I feel like I've been sleeping like and dreaming 10 lifetimes in a single dream, which I totally feel it. Timelines are shifting. We are reclaiming the ability to come into singularity, which means being able to actually like make all the timelines where it's like, okay, well, this could have happened, this could have happened. We're able to shift all of that around and come into this one singular timeline where we know the intention that we set this morning. By the time we go to bed, we're still in the same timeline. I'm gonna like move and shift because I'm literally being blinded right now. Blinded by the light. So the 3-3 portal is the divine feminine portal. This is the triple goddess portal. I was raised on the triple goddess. That was my first real understanding of any sort of belief system outside of the Catholic Church, which is what I was born into. I'm a really good Catholic. My husband always says you're a great Catholic because you're guilty about everything, even things that don't matter. So, which is, it's a half truth. Um, so There's sunlight though. I'm like, I love it, but I can't see anything. Um, so so the triple goddess, meaning the maiden, mother, and the crone, again, being full and complete unto yourself, again, having all of this knowledge already within you from previous lifetimes, from future lifetimes, from all of the abilities that we have telepathic communications with each other. This portal today, like, go sit in the sun. Like, I can even feel it. Like, the sun's just coming up. It's literally just rising right now. And the energy that's coming through the light today is going to have this feeling of total completion. Like, if any of you were like me and you watched Charmed when you were a kid, like, this is that triskelia energy, right? The triple goddess, the Godhead, right? If you want to get into that Catholic side of it a little bit, we are in Lent right now. I have been talking a lot more about Yeshua and Mary Magdalene as of late, and literally being blinded. But look at all the pretty rainbows behind me too. So like, I'm not upset about it. Um the Godhead, right? Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That is us, right? Like the Christ as us, the Christ as Karen, the Christ as any of you who are watching. That is what we're learning when we're talking about Christ consciousness, is how to really play again with these energies, how to play with the triple goddess energy, how to manifest and create the life that we desire without any external situation affecting us. And also knowing that other external situations that we have that maybe we're like for me, I run an online business, right? And I have been one of those people that has fought writing a marketing campaign for literally years. And I know, tried and true method, I know that it's something that a ton of my friends have lots of success with. And until recently, I was like, but I don't want to write these fucking emails. Like, I don't want to have to sit here and write 9 emails that go in a funnel, that go in this system. And my coach was like, Karen, you are a dragon manifest in form. You create the circumstances that support you. This is a tried and true method that you know is amazing for capturing the people, the audience, the new clients in, so that you can be offering more bespoke dragon invocations, which is the thing that I love to give more than anything else. Yes, I have really high end clients. Yes, I love doing one on one coaching that way. But these bespoke dragon invocations, these sessions that I've been giving over the last 18 months or so, are seriously so near and dear to my heart. But I haven't been like consistently being able to sell them. So my coach, who's a metaphysical badass, says to me, she says, Karen, you're dragon in form. You gave yourself the support of having for years being brought into this same structure of this lead generation to have this consistent passive income going on. Why the fuck are you fighting it? Like, really, why are you fighting it? Why are you so like, oh, I hate this? Because it wouldn't be presenting, and it definitely wouldn't be presenting over and over and over again if my great juju or my dragon, she says great juju, I say dragon, wasn't really wasn't saying, hey, this is a really like useful thing for you. So I finally just sat my ass down, and I can manipulate time and space, right? I'm like writing 8 emails or however many it was isn't that hard. I channel all the time. I literally just, my book was released yesterday. The chapter of my book, I wrote that in one day. Literally sat my ass down and channeled the fuck out of it. So sitting down and channeling for the emails isn't hard either. It wasn't hard. And now that I've done it, I'm consistently getting booked, right? That's the fight that we have to like stop. And that's what this portal is really calling us to do right now. We really require to look at the things in our life that maybe we're like, oh, but I just don't wanna, and be like, is this something that keeps presenting because it's actually a useful structure that's going to help me in the long run? And because I'm always creating my reality and I'm always commanding the circumstances in my reality, that it's actually time for me to just bite the bullet and do the thing that I've been like fighting, because it's really my human that's been fighting it. Um, no, most of you who watch me, your fear isn't failure. I can tell you that right now. Your fear is not that you're going to fail at what you're doing. Your fear is that you're going to be wildly successful. You're going to be powerful beyond measure. You are going to actually change the world. All the things that you say in the mirror, all the things that you're teaching your clients, you're actually secretly fucking terrified, because the person, the version of you who has the private jets, that's traveling all over the world, who's doing the events, who has all of the clients, who is doing all of these things, isn't you right now, right? Isn't the version of you sitting here watching this at whatever time of day it is in your country right now. You know that you are going to have to change. To be that person who has those things means you're going to have to be different, means you're going to have to change, you're going to have to shift. And that idea of being powerful, this 3-3 portal is the perfect time to like tap in. Like I said, go sit in the sun. I'm literally being like forced to sit in the sun while I'm sitting here. I'm a Leo. There's a reason why I have my live streams every week on Sunday. Like, me and the sun, we jam a lot. And the energy of today is really truly calling you to be that immaculate conception, like be the immaculate birther of sovereign creations, meaning own your fucking power of being able to command your reality. 6 years ago today, I was getting ready to do my first ever home birth. I had given birth before at a hospital. It was really actually pretty traumatic. It had been a vaginal birth, but I didn't like the conveyor belt system. And as soon as I got pregnant again and we were starting to go to the hospital, I was like, nope. I had PTSD. I was freaking out. Like, absolutely not. I'm not doing this. And as a body worker, I knew that my body was actually made to give birth. And I had already done it vaginally once. Already, all the lies that I had been told that I was never going to be able to pregnant. If I did, then I'd never be able to carry the baby to term. If I did carry the baby to term, I'd have to have a C section. I had already, and if I had like all these things, I had already like fought that, but I had had an epidural. It was really like intense. I didn't know how else to have a baby. I was only like barely 20 years old when I had my first baby. So when I had my second, I did so much mindset work. Like any mamas out there that do a home birth, their first birth, like literally, this is me like fucking bravo. I have a couple of friends who had unassisted home births as their first birth because they just didn't realize that they were in like that much labor. Like it's insane what our bodies are actually capable of doing. But 6 years ago, I was walking around my house wondering what was wrong with my body because my water had actually broke at about 3 a.m. the day before. So on March 2nd, somewhere around 3, 4 a.m. I remember waking up and being like, oh my God, there's liquid. Holy shit, my water broke. I called my doula. I called my midwife. And my midwife got here around like noon on the second and was like, babe, you're only dilated to like a 3. Like we got lots of space to go and we need to up your water intake. We need to do all this. And at that time, all of my friends now knew that I was in labor. I'd wanted all this support. I had created these bracelets for everyone to wear from my mother's blessing up until when he I was in labor, and then everyone was gonna cut them off and like think about me and send prayers. Well, all of a sudden, I was in mad stage fright. Like, holy fuck, what if I do this wrong? So that really was like a what if I fail situation. Like I've got dozens of people all over the country that are rooting for me, but most of them think that I'm fucking crazy. I didn't know anyone except for my own midwife who had had a baby at home. That was it. Um, None of my birthing team had done that. I had a couple of friends here and there in the birthing community, right? I was really involved with the Birth Without Fear movement. Like that's where I really started getting like my influencer vibes was being on Instagram all the time posting about my pregnancies and my birth stories. And here I am walking around my house for hours. Like we're doing everything. We're walking around the neighborhood. We're doing stairs. We're having sex. We're eating spicy food. We're literally like doing all of the things, including having like castor oil, which had worked with my first, didn't work with my second. I spent the whole friggin' night in the bathroom, sucked. And then I woke up and I was still like barely ate some eggs, was just literally like, what is wrong with my body? Like, the labor was very similar to my oldest son's. So, really long, slow labor with just like a drip of and no intense contractions, something that was really moving us along. At some point during the day, like I needed to have an IV because I chose not to get the non-strep test, which meant that if my late water had broken for more than 8 hours, I was gonna have to get an IV. So I'm walking around my house with a fucking IV bag. Like, just wondering, is my body actually capable of doing this thing that I've actually done before already once, but there were all these doctors and all this other stuff? Am I gonna have to go to the hospital? All of this stuff. And my midwife is like, no, just trust your body. Just trust your body. Just trust your body. And at some point, we made a birthday cake, right? We were waiting around. We're like, okay, birthday cake. We're all going to have cake when this is finally done. And at some point, they had a tapper come. This is my first time I'd ever experienced EFT tapping. And she came and she realized that what was wrong was that I was frustrated. I was super frustrated that I had spent months envisioning this birth, months being like, my body can do this. It's going to be different. I'm going to be able to hold my sack of waters together. I'm going to be able to have this beautiful at home birth. It's going to be fast. My oldest son was about a 30, see, from like 6 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Sunday. So, like, about a 36-hour labor. My second was a 40-hour labor, right? It was from like 3 a.m. Tuesday to 7 p.m. Was it Tuesday? Wednesday. No, he was born on a Tuesday. So, like, sorry. It's like it was 3 a.m. Monday to 7 p.m. Tuesday that I was in labor, but it was really only like 2 hours of active labor. The tapper was amazing. I remember doing all the tapping and all of the different things and having this mantra that she was repeating. She had some reflexology. I was able to chill out. And it was this fear that I was going to have to go to the hospital, that I was going to be doing something wrong, that we were going to get like rushed out in an ambulance, right? Because I didn't innately trust myself, even though I had done months, months, months of hypnobirthing classes and watching every movie I could on home births and like, if Sabrina the Teenage Witch can do this, so can I, sort of vibes, right? And yet when the moment came, all I could think about was how much my hips hurt during my last pregnancy, which had been literally 6 years prior, like my last birth. And I had done so much body work since then. And I understood my body so much more. And I had, like I said, I was a doula myself. I had witnessed births at this point myself. And yet my own trust in my own ability to birth was just like cut. It was also the day that I learned about the intense level of psychic gifts that I actually have and my husband actually have. Like, my whole thing, the whole pregnancy was like, I don't want it to snow because I live on a hill and I don't want the birth team to not be able to get up the hill. Guess what? Today is beautiful and sunny. 6 years ago is a motherfucking blizzard. Like, literally blizzard the day before he was born. And yesterday was almost 60 degrees. And today, yes, like 6 years ago was literally snowing like foot or more of snow. So yeah, a couple of them like got it was hard getting up the hill. So that's the first thing. The second thing was that once my labor did start, like I said, it was fast. Like once I was actually in like active labor, I went from like having a conversation showing pictures on Facebook to the birth assistant to like being in my bathroom with my head against the wall, like blowing lips. Who is it? Can you go snuggle daddy? I'll be out in 5 minutes. Do you want to come say hi? Hold on, I gotta go get Xena. It's not the birthday boy, it's Xena. Come here. I'm on a live stream, so you have to be quiet. Can you go cuddle? Or can you go color? Do you want to come say hi to all the people? It's bright right here, so say hi. Hi. This is Xena. Um, yeah, there you are. So, and anyway, so I get into the tub finally. The tub had been up for, I don't know, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours at this point, right? And we get into the tub and I give birth to this baby. I'm able to push him out all on my own. Like, holy crap, I'm doing it. And then my husband's thing. The thing my husband was most afraid of was that the baby was not going to stay underneath the water, that somehow he was going to break the surface of the water and we were going to have to like emergency eject from the tub, which is literally exactly what happened. So that was the day that I learned really about psychic gifts and how intense they are too, how much we create our reality. I allowed fear to stall my labor for so long. And once it actually, like, once I was like, no, I'm doing this. You are a girl. Can you go potty for me? Go on, go potty, and then you can come sit back down, okay? You did? Okay, come color. Can you color? Perfect. Um, so why did I just tell you my birth story? Well, first of all, because it's my son's birthday, but second of all, because it's so important to understand that mind over matter thing, right? It's so important for us to understand that what happens, like today's 3-3. I had no idea about angel number 6 years ago. You couldn't have told me that it was a portal day. Now, yesterday, my son's all like, no, I knew it was a portal day, Mom. I wanted my birthday to be special birthday and not Dr. Seuss's birthday. It's also Alexander Graham Bell's birthday. It's one of the reasons why he's named Alexander. But the energy of the 3-3 of the triple goddess of the Godhead is this trust, right? Trusting, innately trusting yourself and your ability to do something that has been done for literally hundreds of thousands of years. Up until the early 1900s, every single baby ever born was born without any medication at all. Every single baby born was born at fucking house. Okay? This idea of hospitalizations and birthing with medication and all of this stuff didn't happen until Queen Victoria of the late 1800s. And the woman was chloroformed. And the things that they did to the babies, like mixing cocktails of drugs and all of this stuff, it was a status symbol to be able to have your baby in a hospital with drugs. Like, we don't know what happened to these kids. And I'm going down a little rabbit hole here because why did we go down? Why? Why are women so convinced that labor is going to be so painful to them? Right? The curse of Eve, that because she ate of the fruit of knowledge, like the fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, that somehow she's cursed with painful childbirth. Like, no. They burned all the midwives, called them witches, and then they were fucked afterwards and just locked women in their cabins to figure it out, and then we wonder why the death rate was so fucking high. That's all patriarchy. Like, I started breaking down the patriarchy within my own system before I ever even knew any of the things that I teach now. I didn't know about portal days. I didn't know about dragon energy. I didn't know about kundalini. I didn't know about breath work. I didn't know about manifestation. I sure as shit didn't know about moon magic in the way that I do it now, right? I didn't understand how to manipulate time and space and energy, and yet I was still doing it. I predicted a snowstorm. My husband predicted that my son was going to pop out. I ended up like standing up. My son literally fell out of my vagina, and my husband caught him before he hit the pool. Like, cat-like reflexes sort of style. Like, it was amazing, but it's still what happened. And it was me having to trust. This little girl's birth was a whole hell of a lot different. She was born 15 minutes before my midwife even arrived, right? Her birth was like super fast. I didn't even know I was in labor. By the time I told everyone, an hour later she was born, and then 15 minutes later the midwife arrived. I did that shit on my own. So I went from having a hospital birth, epidural, very conveyor belt system, to an amazing supported home birth where I like didn't trust myself, but I still finally did it, to doing an unassisted at-home birth, unplanned. My midwife was on her way, all within a 9-year period. And now since then, she's going to be 4. My life is totally different. Yesterday I became an internationally best-selling author. When you couldn't have told me when she was born that I was going to do that. Mama, now it's 6. You're not 6, you're 3. Alex is 6. Did you go give Alex a happy birthday hug yet? You better go give him one. Go give him happy birthday hugs. She's too tired. Everyone's saying hi to you. Thank you. She is beautiful. This, yeah, is number 11. We create our own reality. We need to be conscious about this. Also, this 3-3 triple goddess day is the number 11 day. Oh, it is a number 11 day, isn't it? 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 4. Is it? I think it's 12. No, you're right. It is 11. 3 plus 3 plus. Yeah, it is an 11 day. And it's 11 day, guys. Portal, like bigger portal. Holy shit, William, you just blew my mind. So if you added up the whole day's numbers, 3/3/2021, it's 11. So that means we have even more of this like structure of the portals. Oh, look at that beautiful picture. So pretty. Such a good artist. Can you color some more? Here's some yellow. Okay, get your pencil and your pen. It's so pretty. Good job, honey. The portal energy of today, the portal energy of 3-3, and it being an 11-day on top of it, means it's time to solidify your trust. It's time to solidify your innate ability to immaculately birth sovereign creations. Men and women are able to do this. My baby boy is now his own sovereign being, right? The second that his umbilical cord was cut, he is now completely free of his own volition. Yes, we're not gonna make slime right now. We'll make slime later, okay? Yeah, we'll do it later. I can't find myself. You can't make it. You have to go get all the other ingredients. Okay? You have to go ask brother. He's downstairs. Yeah, go tell him. Okay, thanks, sis. Oh, watch your booty. Yes, it's a madhouse here. It's simple because we are either cause or effect. We either take responsibility for our decision or we are at effect by everyone's energy around us. Oh, here he is. Ah, it's the birthday boy. We were just talking about you. We're telling your birth story. Are you excited about your birthday? Okay, everyone. Well, I told you that I was going to be here till he got up and was ready for his cake. Don't touch, please, because you'll end it. And yeah, that's really what it comes down to. You either decide that you're going to be a victim to all the stories and all the global consciousness that's been taught to you, such as that women have to birth painfully and all of this other stuff. Do you want to stay with us?
I'm taller.
Do you need a hug from brother? She was trying to give you a birthday hug, baby. Oh my gosh. They're too cute. I just can't. Okay. That's it. You either are going to subscribe to the stories that are told to you by society, or you're going to own it yourself and know that you can birth dragons. You can birth everything that you create in your life. Every happening in your life is your own creation. Everything is you manipulating reality. Alex, please stop. You're going. Read the comments. Look at all those people are saying happy birthday to you. What do you want to say? No, just tell them. It's a live video. They can hear you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
And thank you too.
Oh, so sweet. Yes. Yeah.
Why didn't Deb say unsubscribe?
Oh, I think you said unsubscribe. You're so funny. Okay. Why don't you guys go get everything set up for the cake, okay? We need forks and knives and plates. Ready, set? Ready, set, forks, knives.
Open on.
What are you doing? You need to stop.
I want to watch.
Oh, he's going to write a comment, I think. It's all for you guys. Okay. That's it. You get to decide. Subscribe to the reality that things are painful and hard and going to suck, or subscribe to the reality that it's easy. Yeah. That you can do it, that you have the power within. And, yep, I'm going to, yes, unplug from the matrix and celebrate sovereignty. That's exactly what we're going to do today. Yes, you are taller. Yes, you're taller. You're bigger. Okay, say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
I ended it.
Over here, too, up here on Instagram, too, Alex. Bye.